As you decide what potions you're going to make, reference your recipe book. Throwing things into a cauldron and seeing what comes out is all well and good, but planning things out can give you an edge when reacting to the market.
Sylvia! I'm so glad you decided to drop in on me. What do you think of the guild hall? Isn't it amazing?
There's a lot more taxidermy than I expected.
Yeah! Heroes love their trophies. Maybe I'll be contributing one soon. Because, get this, I've been approved to go adventuring! The training wheels are coming off! You should send me out sometime. I promise I'd bring back some great loot for you.
How does that work exactly?
Oh, I can tell you all about it. I just had my orientation, and I took detailed notes in my dedicated color-coded adventuring binder.
Sounds complicated.
Nah, I'm just a nerd for this stuff. It's actually a pretty simple system. Start by choosing which area you want me to explore. The farther I get into that area, the more loot I'll bring back. Providing me with potions is totally optional, but the right potion could help me get farther, or might help me find better spoils. Every potion has its uses, but health potions and mana potions are by far the most important. Health potions help me withstand damage, and mana potions power my attacks, allowing me to fight my way past monsters. However, there's a limit to how many potions I can drink at a time. All that magic can really mess with a person's stomach. Oh, don't forget there's a fee every time you send me out. Those are set by the guild. That's about it. Consider me on call. Honestly, I can't get out there soon enough.
I know you'll do amazing.
I hope so. This is what I've been training for, after all. Oh, they also gave us a goodie bag of health and mana potions for new recruits. Let's use them on my first adventure. Health potions to patch me up and mana potions to get me to the finish line. Let's use them both! And, hey, thanks for the support, Sylvia. It means a lot.
This is sort of an unusual location for a business, isn't it?
It has its perks.
I do like the view. You can see the whole town.
Yeah, so I can spot trouble coming a mile away. Listen, in business, you've got to use any advantage you've got, whether that's the high ground or a low blow. Got the upper hand? That's when you press the attack.
I'm willing to make the most of an advantage. As soon as I get an advantage, I mean.
Just now, I could use an advantage in the marketplace. You might fit the bill. Come on, follow me. All right, here's the deal. There are a total of 4 chocolatiers in this town. Each one of them gives out 1 free sample per customer per day. What are you waiting for? Go get him. Bring him here. Yoink.
Hey, wait a minute! What gives? You can't be that lazy.
First of all, I wouldn't underestimate my laziness if I were you. But more to the point, I've got a lifetime ban from those stalls. All 4 of them.
Well, in that case, I'm glad I could help you out, I guess.
Hey, don't be sore. I'll share if you want. But they use some unusual ingredients in these things. You never know what's inside until you take a bite.
Unusual ingredients? As in monster parts?
Among other things.
Why use such strange ingredients?
That's what we have access to. You gotta understand, this island was off limits for years. And all that time, the land was stewing in sweet, sweet magical juices. So pretty much anything you find here is gonna have some magic in it. I guess we have that dead witch to thank for that. Maven. She performed some pretty out there experiments before the Heroes Guild took her out.
It almost sounds like you admire her. Wasn't she evil?
Better evil than boring. Maybe she could have taught me some things. Maybe I could have taught her some things. Anyway, the land Maven left behind is a weird place, full of weird stuff. And I like weird. Weird is rare. Weird is valuable. The hard part is getting our hands on the best stuff. We need the local heroes to, you know, get good. They rely on potions when they're out there foraging. So, if you level up your craft, they get better, and you and I both benefit.
We're in this together then. That's sort of sweet.
Yeah, sure. Super sweet. As long as you don't turn out to be dead weight. Now, I gotta get back. Boxer gets antsy if I leave him for too long. And I get the impression you've got your work cut out for you.
The Enchanted Forest was no sweat. I actually enjoyed being out there.
I knew you could handle it. And I'm excited to use those ingredients you brought back.
I found some other goodies too. I set them aside for you. These are glamours. They'll change the look of your shop. They're purely cosmetic, so don't expect any tangible benefits. Still, they're pretty cool, right?
Hey, thanks. I can see how it'd be nice to switch things up every now and then.
No problem. I'll keep an eye out for more. Apparently some critters got into a shipment and now they're spread all over the island. Which reminds me, I can return to the forest anytime, but I'm also up for more of a challenge. The mushroom mire and the bone wastes are available to me now. They're a little more dangerous, but that means better rewards. And here's one more tip. You should introduce yourself to our guildmaster, Baptiste. He sends out daily expeditions, and if you invest in one, you'll get a share of what comes back.
I'll be sure to introduce myself. And I'll keep you in mind for further adventures, too.
Sounds good, Sylvia. I'm ready when you are. Sylvia, I love this guild hall to pieces, but let's be real, it is a death trap waiting to happen. Want to make the rounds with me? I could use an extra set of eyes.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you were baby-proofing the guild hall. What's going on? Is one of the heroes, expecting?
Only in the sense that I'm expecting my colleagues to overindulge and start bumping into things. It happens every night. And bruised shins are no fun on long hikes or dungeon delves.
It's kind of you to shield your colleagues from harm.
I want to do my part, you know? Be a team player. It won't surprise you to hear, being here is a total dream!
Should I pinch you? I'm sort of tempted to.
Don't you dare! If I'm dreaming, I don't want to wake up! Not that it isn't weird sometimes. I mean, I'm bunking with people I recognize from trading cards! I'm eating at the same table as people I've written fanfic about!
They say you should never meet your heroes.
Oh, meeting your heroes is awesome. But sharing a bathroom with them is just super weird.
So you weren't exaggerating before. You really are a fangirl.
Yeah, ever since I was little. I grew up in a quiet port town. It was nice.
You say nice like it's a bad thing.
No, really, I had a great childhood. I was safe and happy. I have 8 siblings who are all awesome in different ways. And my dads are both book lovers, so we got bedtime stories every night. I remember fairy tales about bold princesses and fables about wily animals. But my favorites were the ones about real-life heroes. I liked those the best because they were true. I'd drift off to sleep, imagining what it would be like to be one of them.
And now you're here.
Yeah, here, with the chance to be a hero on the level of those I used to dream about. I only hope I can live up to their example.
I have a feeling you'll do great.
No kidding? Well, I'm sure learning a lot. The sparring sessions are intense.
I've been doing some sparring of my own, the verbal kind.
Here's a pointer I learned the hard way. Keep your guard up when you go on the offensive. That's probably sound advice, whether you're wielding wooden swords or savvy words.
My feel more formidable already.
Good. Show 'em no mercy, Sylvia. You've got what it takes to handle grumpy customers. And sharp-edged countertops, too.
Wow, this place is bigger than I realized.
Greetings, fair patron! Greetings and welcome to the Heroes Guild! I'm Baptiste, esteemed guildmaster and fledgling barkeep.
Hi, I'm Sylvia. I'm new to town and I make potions.
Then you'll certainly benefit from our services. Hiring a hero is a surefire way to get your hands on new ingredients. You can work directly with any hero you're acquainted with, or come to me. I always have a list of upcoming expeditions. Invest in one, and in return, you'll receive a portion of whatever loot is brought back.
Wow, it sounds like the guild has a lot to offer.
We aim to please. So, if there is anything else I can do to be of service, just let me know.
How about sharing some pointers? Do you have any advice for a fellow merchant?
Well, I don't know that I'm a merchant, per se. I'm more of a facilitator. A master administrator, if you will. I keep everything running smoothly here while our town's great heroes seek glory, adventure, and resources.
It almost sounds like you're bragging about being a bureaucrat.
Don't you know? Bureaucrats are the very linchpin holding society together. We don't call ourselves heroes. But if making order of a chaotic world isn't heroic, I don't know what is.
That's an interesting point of view.
Isn't it? And in striking up a conversation about it, I am demonstrating that piece of advice you asked for. If you've got something to sell, then best to captivate your audience forthwith.
I think I can manage that.
It's advice I've recently taken to heart. I arrived here only a few months ago, intent on guiding this guild to greatness. And the heroes have greeted me with open arms, although some of their traditions are rather, mystifying. Say, you look like a commoner. Maybe you could share some insights.
You must be a noble then.
Shh. I'm trying to downplay all that, to help me fit in. But that brings us to my question. Tell me, this charming little tradition of leaving gifts in a new friend's shoes.
Gifts?
Yes, like shaving cream and rotten fruit, and that one time it was a scorpion. Is that really supposed to go on for months? I mean, I'm flattered, but it's starting to feel like overkill.
They must really like you, so just roll with it. They can't keep it up forever, right?
I should hope not. Honestly, how much rotten fruit could there be in this place? But I shouldn't complain. I knew coming here that there would be a period of adjustment. Finding yourself suddenly in a new land and in a new role, it can be challenging, can't it?
At least you're handsome. That's gotta make it a little easier.
'Tis a curse! I fear it only makes others feel resentful and insecure. Oh, wait. I meant, thank you. Or should I say, no, I'm terribly ugly. I haven't got the false modesty down yet, but I'm working on it.
Wow, you really are an unsung hero.
At any rate, it's been a pleasure making your acquaintance, Sylvia. I hope you decide to avail yourself of our services. And I trust we'll find the opportunity to chat again soon.
Hey, Sylvia. I hear you've been busy.
Uh-oh. What have you heard exactly?
Nothing especially interesting. Mint just mentioned you've been working with the Heroes Guild. She's too nice to give me the real gossip. It's a major shortcoming, if I'm honest.
I didn't realize you two knew each other.
I know all the heroes. After they go on their little adventures, they sell their trash items to me. It's basically my whole business model. Trash comes in, trash goes out. Of course, they keep the best stuff for their clients. So, I'm guessing you've got something decent in your inventory for once. Maybe something I've never seen before. Give it here.
What? No, why would I do that?
Suit yourself. I'm just trying to help you out. I know how this goes. You get your hands on a good ingredient and you're all excited to use it in a potion, right? So you throw it in your cauldron and poof, it's gone forever. But it doesn't have to be that way.
What's the alternative?
Easy. Hand it over to me instead. My clairvoyance lets me hone in on specific ingredients. Meaning, if you give me something good, I'll be able to find more of it. And then I can start offering that ingredient for sale in my shop. You miss out on the instant gratification, but you get guaranteed access to the ingredient in the future.
Yeah, okay. I can see how that could come in handy. I'll let you know if I decide to take you up on it.
There, see? You give me free stuff, and we all benefit. Mostly me, but still.
I wouldn't expect you to operate any other way. But hey, since you're chummy with all the heroes, does this mean I'll be running into you at the guild hall?
Nah. Despite the invaluable service I provide to the heroes, I'm not exactly welcome in their clubhouse. You set one fire, and suddenly everybody acts like you're a real liability. You set 2 fires, and you get banned for life. Consider yourself warned, I guess. Now, did you want to buy something?
I trust you don't mind if I multitask? Your arrival coincided with a package delivery, and mail from the mainland has proven so irregular. I find myself quite eager to see what's inside.
Ooh, I'm curious too.
Would you look at that? My favorite brand of conditioner! Oh, you can't find this in Rafta? Oh, and the extra silky dental floss? I do have sensitive gums. This is from my mother. She must have known I'd be missing some of the comforts of home.
That's kind of her.
It is. Except now I feel her absence even more keenly than before. Tell me, Sylvia, what's your pedigree?
My what?
Your pedigree, your background. Who are your people?
I come from good, stout folk. My parents started with basically nothing, but they've worked hard their whole lives. They instilled that work ethic in me, so I put myself through college, and now, here I am, running a business.
I love it! Your parents sound like respectable salt of the earth types. My own background is quite different from yours.
You don't say.
My father is the Duke of Ambervale. He owes his fortune to his shrewd investment decisions. Concerning investments made with a somewhat smaller fortune he inherited from my grandfather, the previous Duke of Ambervale. My great-grandfather was a lowly baron, bit of a black sheep. But my great-great-grandfather actually established the very first Heroes Guild.
So you're in the family business?
That's right. Although it's been some time since any of us really got our hands dirty in the daily operations. My brothers ended up with cushy positions on the continent. They told me I was mad coming here. I say they don't know what they're missing. Lately, I've been thinking that it's necessary, even desirable, to get your hands dirty from time to time. How else can you truly get to know a place, particularly a place like Rafta? This island is untidy, but that's what makes it so fascinating and filled to bursting with opportunity.
For riches? Or romance? Or even a bit of both?
Indeed, there is room in my life for more of each. And I can always use more allies too, particularly among the town's craftspeople. So I very much want you to succeed, Sylvia. In fact, I sympathize with you quite a bit. If you can establish this sort of rapport with your customers, you'll be off to a fine start.
Sure. I'll even make puppy dog eyes if it'll help open their wallets.
Excellent! Now, is there anything else I can help with? If not, I should get back to the grindstones. Understand, I'm being literal. We just received a large shipment of grindstones, and it falls to me to unload them all.
I guess a guildmaster's work is never done.
No, indeed! I wanted to get my hands dirty. Let's hope I don't come to regret that impulse.
I see you've acquired an ingredient with a trait.
Huh? I did?
Sylvia, you need to pay attention to what's going on in your inventory. An ingredient with a trait is an opportunity to strategize at the cauldron and to engage your customers' senses.
Oh, yeah. I have some notes on this, actually. I just need a quick refresher. Some special ingredients have not just magimins, but also traits. By placing these ingredients with traits into your brew, it will impart those traits to the potions. Using an ingredient with a positive trait in your brew will boost the value of the final potion. Be careful, though. Ingredients can also impart some less desirable traits that will lower what customers are willing to pay for a potion. I wonder what today has in store for me.
Greetings, Tuskless One! I have for you a question of dire importance. The potions that you sell, do you make them yourself?
I sure do. Every potion you see is handcrafted on site by me, Sylvia.
It gladdens me to hear it, for potion crafting is a noble profession. A noble profession indeed. I am pleased to meet you, Sylvia. You may call me Muktuk, for that is my name. I wonder if I might be of service to you in your endeavors.
Oh, we're not really hiring right now.
Oh, you misunderstand. I do not seek employment, for I have already found my calling, and it is a great one. Like you, I am a craftsperson. My media are metal and all the minerals of the earth. My skill is unmatched. But key to any artisan's success is access to the right tools. And I cannot help but notice you appear to be brewing your potions in a shabby bucket of some kind. Tell me, do you not thrive on innovation? Do you not wish to dance upon the razor edge of progress?
I like being on the cutting edge. Innovation is as necessary as food and breathable air. It also tends to be expensive.
Then you must allow me to be of service. Please, accept this cauldron as a token of my respect, and as a sample of all I have to offer.
Wow, thanks! That's so generous of you. But are you sure? Where I come from, cauldrons are pretty expensive.
I only regret that I cannot offer all my many goods and services free of charge. Truly, it is a most impossible dilemma. I view each cauldron as a work of art, and art is meant to be freely accessible to all. And yet, I find I must cover the costs of production at the very least. Otherwise, I shall have no materials with which to make these artworks. And to leave these righteous flippers bereft of material and idle of purpose would be unthinkable! In the end, to put a price tag upon my cauldrons, this feels like the lesser sin.
Speaking of art, nice tattoos. They really suit you.
Of all life's canvases, none is more exquisite than the body. Especially a body that is rippling with muscle! Ha ha! But I hope you do not find my confidence off-putting. Such conviction is not so common here as it is in my homeland. I find it necessary, however, to hold myself in high regard. Those of us who put our creations on display, who are judged so openly and so often, should be the first to see and celebrate our own strengths. We must be kind to ourselves. We must pump ourselves up. For it is only by fanning the spark of pride within us that we can hope to ignite the flames of interest in another.
Solid advice.
Solid as an anvil. I am glad to know you, Sylvia, and I hope that I shall see you again. Please visit my market stall. See all that I have to offer. For the world can be a cold place, and those of us who toil to bring light and beauty into being, we must stand together!
That's all of them, for now.
I am honored by your decision to make a purchase. Honored and delighted.
Hey, don't mention it. I'm going to get a lot of use out of it, so we're both benefiting.
From your lips to the ears of the ancestors. However, it must be said that even this fine, fine work you have selected, it could be better. Do not mistake me, it is a work of art, and I am proud of it. But should you find yourself with surplus ingredients and disposable funds, then I would be able to enhance the item far beyond its current incarnation.
You mean like an upgrade?
Oh, an upgrade! Yes! You could call it an upgrade, or a reimagining, or a revolutionary advancement in the corporeal manifestation of the arts!
Upgrade is easier to remember.
Ah, very well. Remember this too. An upgrade to a cauldron can greatly increase the cauldron's maximum stable ingredients, or might even increase the number of ingredients you can place in it. An upgrade to a shelf will increase its surface area and stability, allowing you to place more potions upon it. Consider it, yes? It would bring me great joy to do this for you. And to you, it could bring great profit!
I was surprised you agreed to hang out. And here, of all places.
Yeah? Why's that?
It's sort of romantic. The two of us, walking along the shore.
Yeah. It's either romantic or an opportunity for the perfect murder. Maybe both? Whatever. Pay attention. We're here on a mission. You're probably pretty strong, right?
What?
All that stirring has gotta be good for upper body strength.
Okay, now I'm worried.
Relax, it's not a big thing. You notice all the pirates over there? With the pointy ears and the cute little noses? I'm supposed to meet with one. He's got a rare ingredient for me. At least, he does if he knows what's good for him.
You want me to rough him up? Teach him a thing or two?
Hey, I like the enthusiasm. Let's not escalate unless we have to. But you got the gist of the plan. You're the muscle, Sylvia. You're here in case things go wrong.
So, just stand here and look tough?
Tough. And disturbed. Maybe you could twist the head off a teddy bear or something. Don't underestimate the shock factor. It pays to put some fear into him right off the bat.
You want unhinged? I can do unhinged.
Yeah, I figured. Now get your game face on. If things go to plan, you won't have to crack any heads open tonight. But things so rarely go to plan. Look alive, Sylvia. I think they're on to us.
Onto us? What does that mean?
They can't catch us both, and they'll never take me alive!
Rafta is indeed strange and delightful. Do you not find it so? In all my many travels, I have seen no place like it.
You've traveled a lot then?
I have, but that is not so unusual for a walrus. Those of us who seek excellence, who pursue mastery in our chosen field, must undertake a great pilgrimage. And mine has brought me here.
I don't know much about walrus culture.
Oh, then I shall be glad to teach you. My homeland is a remote place marked by its harsh climate. We are welcoming of outsiders, yet receive few visitors. And so we take it upon ourselves to send our best and brightest out into the larger world as emissaries and pilgrims. We travelers are charged with a great and holy purpose. We are meant to spread our expertise far and wide. To dedicate ourselves to service in foreign lands as a path to self-improvement and enlightenment. Some of us have devoted ourselves to medicine, some of us philosophy, while others have created artworks of such indescribable beauty, you would weep to look upon them.
And that's why you're here? To share your artistic talent?
You are correct. My pilgrimage has brought me to Rafta's shores, and here I shall remain until I have created a masterpiece. But to create something more remarkable than the land itself, this will be a challenge. People will tell you that Rafta is a wild place, chaotic. But in fact, the opposite is true, for this island was built with intention. It was shaped by the hand of a powerful witch. Maven carved out the mountains. She charted the course of the rivers. The very flora and fauna have their origins in her lab.
She had the right idea. I see the appeal of having a whole island to play with.
I do as well. For the grander the canvas, the greater the impact. This, then, is what Rafta means to me. It is a living artwork. Upon its every surface, I see the mark of its maker.
I like a guy who knows what he likes. You're very passionate, aren't you?
Oh, I cannot hide my enthusiasm for such topics. And I think that I should not. Enthusiasm is like love or beauty. It is not diminished when it is shared.
I'll try to remember that when I'm back at the shop.
Routine can make it difficult, I know, but we must do all we can to muster enthusiasm for the beauty that is all around us. This is what travel teaches us in the end, to look around with hungry eyes, to truly see a place. And to find joy in all that is different and strange and new.
The glamorous life of a potions witch. It's not quite as I pictured it.
Well, what do we have here?
Hi, I'm Sylvia. What can I do for you?
Oh, did you mistake me for a customer? That's adorable. I'm not a customer. My name is Roxanne, and I'm a potion maker of some renown around here. You know, I suppose that makes us rivals.
What?
Oh, don't look so alarmed. I'm not here to sabotage you. And if I were, well, it appears someone else beat me to it. But I'm simply here to wish you luck, dear. After all, just because we're rivals doesn't mean we have to be enemies.
Really? Wow, that's a huge relief, actually. I'm new here, and I could use a little friendly advice.
Absolutely. Start with hot soapy water and a vigorous scrubbing.
What? No, I want to ask about the big competition that's coming up.
Ah, yes. What a day that will be. I can see it now. The adoring masses, the cries of adulation, the huge pile of gold soiled with the tears and viscera of my fallen opponent. I suppose I'll have to rinse it off before I spend it. So, will I see you there? Cheering me on from the stands, perhaps?
Actually, I'm planning on competing too.
What a positively charming idea. Please disregard all that nonsense about me getting little pieces of you all over the winnings. How silly.
Oh, good. I thought...
No, I'll take great care to eviscerate you before you get anywhere near that gold.
Wow, so much for making new friends.
Oh, honey, I said we weren't enemies. I never said we were friends.
Well, she went from good luck to I'm going to enjoy disemboweling you awfully fast.
She was right about one thing. Rafter's economy thrives on competition. We don't want to be the only potion shop in town.
Right. Just the best one.
Let's start with not the worst and work our way up from there.
That's all of them for now.
swear I stepped in every puddle on the way over here, and half the chewing gum. That's something they don't tell you about city living. People just drop their gum wherever they want. Oh, but don't listen to me, Sylvia. I'm just in a mood today.
No harm done. You want to talk about it?
I'd rather do something. That's why I asked to come over. Is the fire under your cauldron good and hot?
Sure. You want to brew some potions?
I was thinking more along the lines of comfort food. Let's bake! There are people in this town who have no cookies, Sylvia. And that is an injustice I cannot allow to continue!
You seem to be working out some aggression on that dough.
A little bit, yeah. The thing is, and I hate to admit this after working so hard to get here, but I'm struggling to find my place in the guild. What if I never fit in?
I worry about fitting in too. We're both starting over in Rafta, and starting over is hard.
I knew you'd understand. And it helps a lot, knowing we're in this together. I'm not used to second-guessing myself, but I'm also not used to being surrounded by actual honest-to-goodness heroes. Some of whom are legends doing the best work of their careers. And we're all competing for the same quests, the same loot. Talk about intimidating. I've wanted to join the guild since I was a little kid, but nothing in my childhood prepared me for this.
I want to hear what sorts of adventures you had as a kid.
That's the thing, though. My hometown was way too quiet for adventures of any kind. We didn't even have a local chapter of the guild. The nearest heroes were leagues away. I read everything about them I could get my hands on, from dusty library tomes to trashy gossip magazines. I hounded every bard in town to sing the ballads until I'd memorized their exploits. The more I knew, the easier it was to daydream that I was one of them.
So you were the kind of kid who had her head in the clouds.
Literally! I was always looking out for dragons! But the whole area was monster-free. No matter how hard I looked, I never found gremlins in the cookie jar or slimes in the shrubs. I couldn't even find any side quests. The closest I got was the time Old Man Harwell's walking stick broke. I had to track down some tape, and that's what passed for excitement back home. So, yeah, I'm feeling a little bit out of my depth here. But I've come up with a plan. I think it's a good one.
Ooh, cute and clever? You're the whole package.
Nah, I'm just a tank. And tanks face problems head-on.
So, let's hear this plan.
Like all the best plans, it's simple. Every hero has their tools of the trade. And every famous hero I read about as a kid had a famous weapon. Wielding a one-of-a-kind legendary weapon is a surefire way of proving I deserve to be here!
Let's get you a hammer! Something epic!
That is certainly my weapon of choice. But I may have to take whatever I can find. There aren't enough legendary weapons to go around. Every one that's accounted for has been claimed. But plenty of weapons have gone missing over the years. Some of them right here on this island. They're out there, waiting to be rediscovered. I've just got to track one down. A great labor to win my place among the legends!
Speaking of great labor, I should be getting back to work soon. But I have to say, I like this plan.
Me too! I'm confident I've got the skills to search for legendary loot and battle beasties at the same time. Fight off enough slimes and you learn to let muscle memory guide you. Same for haggling with customers, probably.
I'm definitely picking up some good moves.
You and me both. Let's show everybody what we've got. Starting with these cookies. They smell ready to me.
Forgive the sheen of dampness upon my brow, Sylvia. I've been applying more than a little elbow grease around the guild hall today.
Don't hurt yourself.
Oh, it isn't anything too arduous. At the moment, I'm just giving the hero's achievements an overdue polish. No pressure, but you can help out if you like.
That one must take ages to earn.
It's a useful motivational tool. Some of these heroes are real trophy chasers. Oh, thank you for your assistance today, Sylvia. Although I can't help but feel this task is only the smallest drop in the bucket. Can I ask you, if you don't mind, to rate our cleanliness? Be brutally honest now. What do you think of the state of the guild hall?
Could be better, could be worse. A guild hall's never going to be pristine.
I appreciate the candor, but I would like to set the bar a bit higher. It's this place. It just seems to attract dirt no matter how much I clean. But I've got bad news for dirt. I don't back down from a challenge. If I wanted things easy, I wouldn't have petitioned for this job.
Why did you want this job anyway? You must have had a lot of options.
Fewer options than you might expect. For while it's true I'm the son of a duke, I am, in fact, the third son of a duke. My father liked to call us the heir, the spare, and the stand over there. My brothers had ready-made roles waiting for them with the Heroes Guild's main office. Prestigious positions, but cushy to the point of being almost purely ceremonial. My choices were to be third in command there, to be comfortable but utterly superfluous. Or to come here, where the guild still faces legitimate and significant challenges.
What sorts of challenges? I had the impression things were going smoothly.
That's the official line. But this island is all but overrun with strange creatures, many of which don't appear in any bestiary. So we have our work cut out for us, and it's dangerous work. My recruitment drive has attracted some well-known old-timers and a few promising up-and-comers. But we're losing people faster than we're gaining them.
I didn't realize the mortality rate was so high.
Oh, you misunderstand me. I'm not talking about anything so dire as that. I mean, certainly some of our recruits have been eaten or melted, but it's quite a small percentage. The real issue is retention. It's been difficult to attract good talent, and near impossible to hold on to it. But I remain undeterred. I'll fill our ranks with the best and the brightest. I'll achieve and surpass the standards set by generations of heroic endeavor. And blasted, I will get that stain out of the table runner! You just watch me!
I like a man with conviction. I can see you're very passionate.
And I'm more than willing to share my passions with others. People think they know what to expect from someone of my demeanor. That only makes it easier to pull the rug out. Maybe you could try a bit of subversion in your own negotiations.
Flipping the script? Sounds fun.
It can be. So get out there and put the screws to your... Unless you're in the mood for a bit more scrubbing first.
You must have questions about your uncle. How he lived, how he died.
Where he hid his valuables.
I'm afraid you're out of luck there. This shop was all he owned. He put everything he had into it. And not just money. He put his whole heart into this place.
If that's true, then why did he go off to explore the island? That's what happened to him, right? He broke the cardinal rule of potion making. He went out delving for his own ingredients. He should have stuck to the counter and the cauldron and left the dangerous work to the professionals.
To be fair, I'm pretty certain he'd do things differently if he could. You have to remember, Rafter was basically a ghost town when your uncle arrived here. There were fewer heroes around, which meant fewer resources, so even basic ingredients were costly. He had no choice but to go out and forage from time to time. His mistake was in how far he traveled. He wasn't content to just pluck magic mushrooms in the forest. No, he was too bold for that, too ambitious. In fact, your uncle would not be happy with anything less than an expedition to Maven's Castle, the haunted, crumbling citadel that was once home to the Witch Queen herself.
See, that just sounds super dangerous to me.
Oh, indeed. Everyone knows Maven's Castle is a dangerous place. It's located at the heart of an irradiated disaster zone full of twisted creatures. But the greater the danger, the greater the loot.
So Oswald was hoping to find some kind of edge out there, a way to make his potion stand out?
That's right, it was a desperate decision made under great distress. But if you think about it, it was a rather daring plan. Your uncle, he blazed a trail into the poisoned heart of this perilous land. Bolstered by potions of his own making, he overcame a series of dangers, fighting, sneaking, and bribing his way to the cursed sanctuary of a tyrannical madwoman. At least we can assume that's what happened before he died.
Could he still be out there somewhere? Maybe he's alive and waiting to be rescued.
Nope, he's dead. Definitely dead. Super dead.
I guess if Helena's soul binding is as foolproof as you said it is, she would know if you were alive. It's a shame. I was little when he moved here, so I never knew him. Not really. But he remembered every birthday. He bought me my first easy-make cauldron, actually. I always sort of felt like I was following in his footsteps.
Now more than ever, I mean, here you are. You remind me of him, you know?
Yeah, I'm sure the pall of doom hanging over my head makes for a striking resemblance.
I meant it as a compliment. Now Now that the shop is up and running, you might think you know what to expect. But customers will find new ways to keep you on your toes. You'll probably have some of them asked to place a custom order soon.
Oh, like when I would order 24 donuts in advance, or an ice cream cake, or both. Man, I miss having disposable income.
Focus, would you? Because this could help with your cash flow concerns. Custom orders allow a customer to submit a request for a specific combination of potions. But you have a choice as to whether or not you'll take on the job. Accepting the request gives you an opportunity to sell multiple potions at once, as well as giving you time to gather whatever ingredients you need for the brew.
Sounds smart to me. I'll see what people come up with and go from there.
Excellent. Now, if only I could stop thinking about donuts.